Hello guys, Mr. Seven Figures here. In today's video, I want to talk with you guys about a very powerful law that I believe is a relative if you're really trying to create and start to be what we call proactive creators here and create the life that you desire. I've come to learn this is very necessary when I started on my journey to really change my life and alter the course of my life. One of the most powerful laws that I came into contact with was the law of attraction. Now, this might seem a little absurd, but like most things in life, it seems absurd. There was a point in time back in history where everybody thought that the earth was flat, people didn't really understand gravity, and then there was a time when people thought that men would never fly, and we built planes and spaceships and all of that. But there's always there's universal laws that apply to every single circumstance. Just as much as gravity is there, even though you can't see it, so does the law of attraction. It's one of those universal rules. I often say that we have to, in some way, not so much abide by, but we have to learn to flow with and learn to adapt our lives to. And so I wanted to really talk about this law when it comes to creating wealth, whether it's attracting money and producing the life that you want to produce. All those things can be done by really leveraging the law of attraction. What I mean by leverage is learn to use it. Though gravity is evident, we're still able to fly planes and we're able to send spaceships up into to space because we're still leveraging a law or rule that's still there. The law of flight, the law of draft, all these different things that come into play. And the law of attraction is no short of these laws, and you just got to learn to use these laws. Now, I know there are a lot of people that teach in depth about the law of attraction, but I want to give you my perspective on the law of attraction and how it affects your life. The things that I've come to understand about how our life functions and how our life is really dictated is based off the things that we basically give off. We give off these sense of hormones. Guy Kevin Rye, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, said it that is biotonic waves we're giving off, where we're connected to every single thing within a room. That's why we can pick up intuitively about people's feelings and all these emotions. But I say that because the law of attraction is the same way. It's basically like attract like. Whatever I'm giving off is being attracted to me. So imagine this. Imagine you're a planet, right? You're a planet and you're giving off this negative vibe. And this negative vibe could be anything. You're thinking that your days are gonna go wrong. You're thinking that nothing can get better. You're constantly, this is what you're constantly bombarding. You're constantly giving out. And what happens is that your life begins to produce what you're giving off. It's like a pheromone or like a hormone, where you're giving this off, this sense of nature of what you like. And when you're like a dude approaching a woman, you're giving off those impulses that you're feeling her and she's feeling you, and you guys connect. It's the same thing with the universe. It's the same thing that our Creator has set up, and you have to learn to use the law of attraction. There's many famous people, a lot that I love to follow and that are my mentors. Jim Carrey was one big actor that I love to follow, and he stated that the law of attraction was one of the things that he used to create the things that he wanted in his life. He was broke and he had just recorded and just did his first movie. But years beforehand, he had wrote out a $10 million check to himself. Now, that might seem absurd, it might seem crazy, but sometimes you gotta do the crazy things to get the things that you want in life. If you're not willing to just really step up your game, really do what is necessary for you to create your life, Nothing else is going to matter. It doesn't matter who tells you what, who teaches you what. It all comes down and boils down to you receiving or the information or you believing that it's possible. And this applies to the law of attraction. If you believe that everything in your life is set against you, you only attract what's set against you. You know, you only bring in negative people into your life. You bring in the wrong boyfriends. You can't find the right girl, or your job is something that you hate, and you're always constantly being abused at your job or misused at your job. You're not getting the right exposure. Nothing seems to happen for you. You're wondering why the promotion didn't come through, but you're constantly telling yourself that it's never going to come through. And see, this is the law of attraction and effect. Like attracts like. I just put a post on my Instagram, and basically Bob Proctor said that he doesn't worry about any concerns. And if he wants something, he wants it. Why? Because he said if you need money, you'll attract money. Whatever it is that you need will come to you. But the thing about it is, you're giving off false readings. You can say that you want to be wealthy. You can say that you want to be rich. But in essence, in your heart, you believe that it's not going to be possible. So you only constantly get what you believe. Your beliefs are the centerfold for your whole life. Your subconscious mind only knows what it's been programmed to believe. Now, the subconscious mind has no idea of what's real and what's not real, but it only understands the programming that you've given it. And I say programming because your mind is, the scientists have come to say that the most powerful computer in the whole entire universe is the mind. And it's the most unused, misused, misunderstood muscle we have. And I say muscle, I'm not talking about your brain. We're not talking about your brain. We're talking about your mind, okay? The spirit of your mind, the essence of your mind, how you think, you know, how you perceive the world, how you receive the world, how you believe in the world. All that stuff applies. The neurologistic programming says that basically you create your own reality, and everybody else around you are just living in your life. They're living in the reality that you created. How is that even humanly possible? Because the reality is every single human being on the face of this planet has been given one ability, and that ability is to create your whole life the way you want to. And sometimes we don't tap into it, and sometimes we do tap into it, and we don't even realize that we're creating regardless if we don't choose to. We're creating, even when we say that we don't want something, you get the very thing that you said you don't want, because that's what you're pulling into your universe. You're pulling into your very being, because that's what you're giving off. Like attracts like. You know, if you ever taken two magnets that have opposite poles and you try to put them bad boys together, they tend to what? They tend to connect. Now, if you take two of the same magnets with the same poles, right, and they begin to do what? So you got the opposite poles. If you take two magnets that are with the opposite poles, they actually tend to repel. While those with the same, they connect. It's this magnetic energy that you're giving off sometimes can be the very creator of the thing you want, or the very creator of the things that you don't want. So the law of attraction follows suit that whatever you want in life. If you want to be successful, start to believe that you're successful. Start to do things that produce success in your life. Matter of fact, draw things into your life that are opportunities to be successful, opportunities to grab a hold and achieve and obtain some success. Start to change the way you do what you do, and you'll start to really start to see things change in your life. Now, over the past couple of years, and just, over the past couple of years, my wife, one of the things she says is that we're conscious creators. What's so powerful about that? Because consciously, we're creating the reality that we have now. We're consciously taking actions, whether or not we know that we are, or we're not knowing that we are, we're still taking actions. The thing is that you must become aware and enlightened that you, one, have responsibility here. It's your life. Two, If you want to change something, then it's up to you to change it. Nobody else, not your mom, your sister, your brother. There's nobody else that you can look to at the end of all this journey. And life itself is a journey. So if you want to really experience life, the journey of life, then you now have to be proactive. And the law of attraction is one of the very laws that you're going to have to learn to adapt to your life. Stop saying what you don't want. Start saying what you do want. Stop saying that you don't like this, you hate this. Turn around and change your verbiage concerning issues. And I promise you, you're going to start seeing things change in the way that they happen in your life. Don't say things can't get any worse, because I promise you they're going to get worse. Why? Because you said things can't get any worse. So you created the very situation, the very thing you didn't want. Stop focusing on what's not there. Start focusing on what you want. What is there? Just make yourself believe it. You got to go out and just do it sometimes. The one thing about being powerful about actors is that they have to take on the role of the very thing that they're doing in the movie. And what's so powerful about that, because they have to start to believe it. You know why? Because we who are watching the movie have to believe it. So sometimes you need to act it out. Just become what you want to become. Start becoming it now. Start doing it now. And you'll start to see these things happen, because you got to realize that the law of attraction works in your life just like gravity works on the earth. Okay? So what goes up must come down. Whatever you're putting out there is going to come to your life. Simple. Point blank, period. All right, guys. So I hope that helped you in some way, and form. I hope this help educate you. And in another video, I'm really going to probably go more deeper and really be more specific in the video. I just wanted to share that, with you guys real quick. That was on, my mind about the law of attraction and how it really applies to your life. And it's one of the things that has really changed my life. The way I think, the way I act, the way I speak, and the way we even train our children, everything around us. It now changes the way that you look at things prospectively. And you'll start to see things change in your life, the direction of things in your life, because they're all channeled through three things. And those three things are your mind, through your thoughts, through your words, and through your actions. Simple. So with that being said, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Definitely let us know how you enjoy the video, how I can personally make it better. Me and the team can make it better, and how we can help educate you. Maybe there's some topics that you want us to talk about concerning the mind and mindset, about different laws and rules that apply to success, that apply to business, and apply to money. Let us know down in the comments below. If you haven't, head over to the website, subscribe to the Absolute Rich newsletter. We'll receive all life-altering tips on how to really ramp up your life, how to change your mindset concerning wealth creation, money, and start creating the absolute rich life today. That's basically our goal, is to help you create the life and become a proactive creator. And proactive means that you now take action. Stop being defensive and you start to go on the attack concerning your life. And that's all we want to do here. And that's our mission here, is to help you and get to the next level in your life. So if this has helped you in any kind of way, hit the subscribe button. We'll talk to you in the next video. And I look forward to discussing with you guys and joining in the discussion in the below. Talk to you later. Peace.